The ethical rot in a district attorney's office may go beyond the elected official and involve her entire team of prosecutors, seen in text messages discussing how to go after a judge based on a conspiracy theory, because he was ruling against them in a high-profile murder case. Here's Mark Salinger.
In March of 2022, nearly 2 years after Suzanne Morphew went missing, and almost a year after her husband was charged with her murder, this Change.org petition asked that the judge presiding over the case be removed. It alludes to unfounded conspiracy theories that former Judge Ramsey Lama abused his ex-wife. The same day it was posted online, District Attorney Linda Stanley sent a link in a group text with her team of prosecutors. "You guys might want to read this," she wrote. "But I'm not sure how true it is," she added. Lead prosecutor Mark Hurlburt chimes in, saying the judge must be biased. Attorney Bob Weiner says the team should make plans to secretly investigate the judge. "Holy crap, yes, let's go after him," Weiner wrote. "I can get an investigator on it," Stanley concluded.
It's so wrong.
Judge Ramsey Lama told us last year that he believes Stanley and her team of prosecutors secretly investigated him and his ex-wife based on the conspiracy theory because they didn't like his rulings in the Morphew case.
My ex-wife was followed. Strangers were appearing at her church, following her to a playground with our son.
The Change.org petition was started by this YouTuber. District Attorney Stanley even texted the group saying, "She has a YouTube channel. I'm not sure that's a credible source." Even after the sheriff's office declined to investigate former Judge Lama because there was no evidence, Stanley sent her own investigator to interview Lama's ex-wife, concluding herself that the conspiracy theory was indeed wrong. Which leads us to today.
Anything that they said to each other, all of that is going to be used against this group of attorneys.
All three prosecutors in the group text are now facing complaints filed by the Attorney Regulation Council to the Colorado Supreme Court. Ethics attorney David Beller has spent years defending clients in front of the same board.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of prosecutors deciding what their conclusion is going to be and then going out and looking for evidence to support the conclusion.
A conspiracy theory derailed a murder case. Now prosecutors could lose their law licenses.
This case is unprecedented in Colorado and really anywhere.
Charges against Barry Morphew were eventually dropped for reasons not directly related to the conspiracy theory. Former Judge Lama told me today that he was shocked to read the text messages plotting a secret investigation against him and his family. Remember, Kyle, that he was a sitting judge on this murder case at the time that this all happened.
And again, like, these prosecutors work in a rural area, but it includes some of the most high-profile names in Colorado law enforcement in the last 2 decades.
Exactly. So you have Linda Stanley, who's an elected district attorney, and then you have Mark Hurlburt, who used to be the district attorney up in the mountains. He prosecuted the Kobe Bryant case. These are not just small-town lawyers. These are elected officials with some serious, they've done this before.
We've seen the consequences more and more in recent years of what happens when people believe bonkers things they read on the internet. And the thirst that some people have to believe these untruths. It's one thing if it's your aunt or your uncle. It's a different thing if it's a prosecutor with power.
And rarely do we get to see kind of the tit-talk of how this all unwinded. And truly, it was somebody sent a link to a Change.org petition, and from there, an investigation was launched through just a couple of text messages.
As you said, an unprecedented case. You've been on it from the start. Mark, thank you.